In today's show,
extra bonus episode about the
Double Devil Dicks.
Triple
dicks.
D.
Yeah, if you got
Vacation. I had two people that came from Philly, that they live in Philly, and they came here and they heard I was going to the convention.
All right.
So they booked me. Remember the Friday I was booked?
Yeah.
I walked in and I had bookings. And then so I'm tattooing on Friday, and I've been doing conventions for a while, so I always peep up. I always look to make sure if anybody's checking out my book. So this dude is sitting there checking out my book. I'm like, hey, you got any questions? Let me know. He's like, no, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. I'm like, no, what's up? What you got? So he goes, well, so I saw your portfolio and I feel very comfortable with you being able to show you this design. And now I'm interested. I'm like, what are you talking about? Which picture are you talking about? He goes, so I have these two gay guys on the back. They each did a wing on their back so that when they're together, it's the full thing, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. So what's your idea? He shows me this graphic picture of a devil, like brolic, like a fucking Frank Frazetta style, fucking beautiful muscular, beautiful guy, but a devil's head, and his dick is like bone like this, like huge. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, devil dick. I want to do that for sure. And he's like, yeah, see, I knew you were the right person for it, right? I'm like, hell yeah.
Not that he
goes, but wait, there's a problem. I was like, well, what's the problem? He goes, my partner wants to get the same one. I'm like, what? 2 devil dicks? Bro, you just booked my whole Sunday. Let's do this. Fuck yeah. So, and then I remember the young kids, they were like, yo, you gonna do that? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do
Miguel,
that.
post me aside. Look what I got.
Yeah, I'm like, look what I got. I got this book for Sunday, bro. We're good to go.
wow.
After that weekend, I asked Miguel, yo, you ever want to do another fucking convention?
So I did the first guy's tattoo on Sunday, first thing in the morning, knocking it out. Finished his, started the second guy's thing, and we took it to the point where they were turning off the lights, and I wasn't done yet. And the guy's like, yo, you know, I'm like, no, it's all right. What's the matter? He's like, nah, I'm never going to want anybody else to finish this thing. And I'm like, fuck you, you're damn right. Nobody's finishing this shit. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I come back. It took me $125 for a flight, bro. I was like, I'll come back. He's like, you come back for it? I'm like, hell yeah, I'll come back. Nobody's finishing this piece. And 2 weeks later, they hit me up. They were like, yo, we're going to fly you out. They fly me out. They got some nice townhouse out there in the suburbs of Pennsylvania or fucking Philly or whatever. Spent the weekend with them. Finished. So the original idea that they had was the devil, because they had an angel with some tribal wings on one side. So the devil was the opposite, right? But they had the stencil for the tribal shit already ready to go. So I get to their house and I'm like, yo, you want the tribal too? And they're like, yes. And so I wound up finishing. Well, I did the tribal first on the first guy that I had finished. Then I finished the tribal, the devil dick on the guy, and then added the tribal to them. So they both walked away with matching tattoos over the weekend, and I made bank that whole weekend. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're still like, whenever you're back in Philly.
And in your mind is the double devil dick tattoos?
The double devil dick tattoos.
Nice.
Yep. That's my memory of Philly convention, bro.
remember, if you like what we do, follow, share, and subscribe.
And if you really like what we're doing, please give us a 5-star review. It really